Hi, T. Carlson here. I love a good 80s movie, I love a good crime caper, and I love a good road movie. Today we're going to be looking at something that's all of the above. This is the new Shout Factory Shout Select 4K release of Midnight Run, the classic crime comedy from the 1980s starring Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro. I'm going to unbox this release, share my opinions, and let you know what I think. Nice close-up of our two heroes there doing what they do best. This is number 3 in the Shout Select line because there was a Blu-ray released prior. Here's the back cover. Inside we have our 2 discs. Nothing to it really there, but it gets the job done. I'm going to read the description of the film as follows from the backing card. Jack Walsh is a tough ex-cop turned bounty hunter. Jonathan the Duke Mardukas is a sensitive accountant who embezzled $15 million from the mob, gave it to charity, and then jumped bail. Jack's in for a cool $100,000 if he can deliver the Duke from New York to LA on time and alive. Sounds like just another Midnight Run, a piece of cake and bounty hunter slang, but it turns into a cross-country chase. The FBI wants the Duke to testify, the mob wants him for revenge, and Walsh wants him just to shut him up. If someone else doesn't do the job, the 2 unlikely partners may end up killing each other in this hilarious, action-filled ride from producer-director Martin Brest. I had never seen this movie prior to picking up the 4K release. In fact, I don't think I'd ever even heard of it before, which is really strange considering Robert De Niro's in it, and he, of course, is a pretty big-name actor. The movie's even directed by Martin Brest, who directed the first Beverly Hills Cop movie a few years prior. The true highlight of this movie, of course, is getting Robert De Niro and the always underrated Charles Grodin together. These two have great chemistry together, and every scene that they're in is just an absolute riot, whether it's more dramatic or comedic. Supporting cast is no less excellent, which includes Yaphet Kotto as an FBI agent who's sick and tired of being impersonated by other characters in the film. Kotto, of course, had appeared in both the James Bond series and the Alien series, so that's a man who got around. John Ashton, who'd previously appeared in Beverly Hills Cop, which was also directed by Martin Brest, plays a rival bounty hunter. Dennis Farina plays a mob figure, and Joe Pantoliano, who's in everything from Risky Business to La Bamba, appears as the guy who runs the bail bonds facility, hiring these bounty hunters. So you do get a lot of interesting characters here, and just seeing everybody interact is a delight. I mean, it's an entertaining, fun road movie. You never quite know what's going to be around the corner when it comes to what these characters are up to. It can be gritty, violent, and dramatic at times, but there are also times where it's very funny. It really is that movie that's the best of both worlds. Clocking it at just over 2 hours, it's maybe about 20 minutes too long, but for the most part, the film is a success, and it's definitely a highlight of the careers of both De Niro and Grodin. The two work together surprisingly well, and that's really what sells Midnight Run. I'm happy to say that this is a pretty good-looking 4K release. The movie's always had a bit of a dull, drab color palette from what I can tell, and that's reflected here, although some of those outdoor, well-lit scenes actually really pop off the screen. Whenever there's the color red on screen, it seems particularly vibrant. I did pop in the accompanying Blu-ray release, which I assume was based on the same master that this 4K was, and the 4K certainly trumps the Blu-ray version of the film. I wouldn't say that this is going to be like demo or reference material for 4K collectors, but if you are a fan of the movie, I don't think you're going to be let down by what you see here. Shout Factory certainly delivers once again. You get several bonus features here that I assume had previously appeared on the earlier Blu-ray release. These are mostly interviews with cast and crew. You also get a vintage making of featurette as well as a trailer for the film. Fans of Midnight Run should certainly pick this up. I don't know that it's so great an upgrade over prior Shout Factory Blu-ray releases that you're going to want to run out and double dip, but if you don't already own the movie, this is certainly the release to get. And even if you haven't seen the movie before, it's one of those that I think is certainly worth watching at least once. Are you a fan of Midnight Run? Do you think it's one of the best performances from Charles Grodin and Robert De Niro? Yay or nay on this one? Comment down below and know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos. And make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Taylor T. Carlson. I'll see you next time.